Welcome back to Her Psychology. Have you ever had a woman in your life who behaves in ways that confuse you? She smiles a little too much, remembers things you didn't expect, or sometimes goes quiet when you talk about other girls, but never actually says how she feels. If you've been in that situation, you're not alone. The truth is, when a woman is truly into a man, she often won't express it directly. Instead, she communicates it through body language, patterns, and emotional cues, many of which go unnoticed by men. Women are complex creatures emotionally. Unlike men who might express attraction more openly, women tend to test the emotional waters first, often keeping their feelings under wraps until they feel secure. But there are signs, powerful, consistent actions that speak louder than words. When a woman is genuinely into you, she'll exhibit certain behaviors that are reserved for someone she sees as more than a friend or acquaintance. In today's video, we're diving deep into 7 signs that a woman will only show when she's truly into you. If you want to stop guessing and start knowing, pay close attention, because these signs reveal more than 1,000 words ever could. Number 1. She finds excuses to be around you. When a woman is genuinely attracted to you, one of the first and most noticeable behaviors is her intentional presence. She'll start showing up in your environment more often, whether that's in person, online, or through mutual social circles. At first glance, it might seem like coincidence, but over time, the pattern becomes clear. She's actively putting herself in your orbit, even when she doesn't necessarily need to be. This behavior is her subconscious way of building familiarity and emotional comfort. The more she's around you, the easier it becomes for her to connect with you, through conversation, shared laughter, and small talk that often leads to something deeper. She might show up at events she knows you'll be at, or linger longer in conversations, just to stay close. These aren't accidents, they are soft attempts at emotional bonding. In psychology, this is linked to the mere exposure effect. The more we're exposed to someone, the more we tend to like them. So if you start noticing she's often nearby, or always somehow part of your daily routine, take it seriously. She's trying to develop closeness, even if it starts with nothing more than casual presence. Number 2. She remembers the little things. One of the most heartfelt signs a woman is truly into you is her ability to recall even the smallest details about your life. While friends and acquaintances might forget your birthday, or the story you told last week, a woman who likes you will remember. She might recall your favorite food, how you take your tea, the name of your childhood pet, or that one movie you said you loved years ago. These aren't just memory tricks, they are emotional investments. When someone remembers the minor things, it's because they are paying close attention. This goes beyond politeness. It means you've taken up emotional space in her mind. She's not just listening to what you say, she's internalizing it, storing that information, because it matters to her. It's her way of showing care without saying, "I love you." And often, she'll use that information to surprise you, make you feel seen, or deepen the connection further. For example, if she buys you something small that you mentioned in passing, or brings up a conversation from months ago, it shows thoughtfulness and effort. This level of remembrance doesn't happen with just anyone, it happens when she sees you as someone special, possibly someone she wants a future with. Number 3. She mirrors your body language and energy. Mirroring is a subconscious psychological behavior where one person imitates the body language, tone, or posture of another. It's deeply tied to rapport, empathy, and, most importantly, attraction. If a woman is into you, you'll begin to notice her movements and expressions subtly match yours. When you lean in, she leans in. When you laugh, she does too. When you cross your arms or tilt your head, she instinctively follows suit. Why does this happen? Because mirroring is a way for humans to connect on a nonverbal, emotional level. It's often involuntary, which makes it even more authentic. A woman who's comfortable and emotionally aligned with you will naturally want to build that feeling of we're on the same page. By mirroring you, she creates a sense of closeness and psychological synchronization that mimics emotional intimacy. This is a powerful and often unnoticed sign. If you're wondering whether she's into you, take a moment to observe her physical behavior. Is she matching your vibe, copying your tone, or syncing her energy to yours? If yes, then her body is telling the truth. She's emotionally invested in you, whether she admits it or not. Number 4. She teases you and engages in playful banter. Playful teasing is one of the oldest and most natural forms of flirtation. If she's constantly throwing light jabs at you, making inside jokes, or playfully challenging you, it's more than just a fun dynamic. It's often a sign of romantic interest. Teasing builds a unique space between two people, one where chemistry can grow under the disguise of humor and casual conversation. Women use teasing to test the waters. It allows them to flirt without being too forward. If she gives you a funny nickname, mocks you gently, or creates a little friendly competition, she's actually building a connection and trying to see how you respond emotionally. Your reaction gives her clues about whether you feel the same way, and whether she can continue deepening the emotional tension. This kind of behavior also helps create a bond that feels special and different. If she teases you more than others, it's her subtle way of setting you apart from the crowd. So next time she playfully rolls her eyes or challenges your opinion with a smirk, don't dismiss it. It might just be her version of saying, I like you. Number 5. She initiates conversations or texts first. Traditionally, many women are taught to wait for the guy to initiate. But when a woman is truly into you, she'll step out of that role and reach out first. Whether it's sending a good morning text, reacting to your stories, or randomly asking how your day went, her initiating contact is a powerful indicator of interest. This behavior shows that you're on her mind even when you're not around. It also signals that she values communication with you and wants to maintain a consistent connection. Her messages won't be random, they'll often include emotional hooks, questions that invite deeper dialogue, or references to past conversations to keep the bond alive. When a woman initiates conversations consistently, she's saying, I want to stay in your life. It shows effort, consistency, and investment. Don't take it for granted. If you're receiving thoughtful messages from her and she's showing curiosity about your life, it's not just small talk, it's emotional signaling that she cares. Number 6. She opens up about her emotions and past. Emotional vulnerability is not easy for most people, especially women who are cautious about getting hurt. If she starts opening up about her family, insecurities, past heartbreaks, or deepest dreams, it's not by accident. It's a clear sign that she trusts you on a deeper level and sees you as someone emotionally safe. When a woman begins to share her inner world with you, she's breaking down her emotional walls. This form of closeness is far more intimate than physical touch. She's letting you see her raw and unfiltered, something she wouldn't do with just anyone. It also means she sees the potential for a serious connection. This is where many men miss the point. They assume she's just talkative. But in reality, emotional openness is one of the strongest indicators of genuine interest. So if she's telling you her fears, her ambitions, or even her emotional scars, treat it with the respect it deserves. It's a sign you mean much more to her than you think. Number 7. She shows jealousy in subtle ways. Jealousy, when expressed mildly and respectfully, is a strong indicator that someone values their emotional bond with you. If a woman acts a bit differently when you talk about other women, perhaps she goes quiet, changes the topic, or even jokes sarcastically, it's often not just random mood swings. It's her way of showing she doesn't like the idea of sharing your attention. She may not say, I'm jealous, because that would make her too vulnerable too soon. Instead, She'll try to mask it under humor, disinterest, or distraction. But her body language and tone of voice often give it away. She may fidget, cross her arms, or suddenly seem less enthusiastic. This behavior doesn't stem from insecurity, but rather emotional attachment. She's afraid of losing something that hasn't even fully started yet. So next time you talk about your female coworker, or a friend who texts you often, and she suddenly shifts her energy, don't ignore it. Her subtle jealousy is actually a loud message. She wants to be the one you think about. If this video helped you decode her silent signals, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Her Psychology for more real and raw insights into women's minds. And tell us in the comments, which sign have you experienced before?